Hey guys, what's up? It is Jeff, and I came up with a really cool spread just 10 minutes ago, and I'm just very excited to share with you because I was sitting between clients and just kind of observing the themes that I've been seeing not only in my own life but also in the tarot clients and consultations that I've been having over the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks even, and there's something about we in general needing like almost a sense of permission from somebody to be able to absolutely step into our authentic selves, who we desire to be, who we are desiring to change into. So this tag idea that I have, or this spread idea, hopefully you'll do it because it's been magnificent for me in helping clarify my thought on this subject. It's called Who I Desire to Be. And it's about giving yourself permission to be that which you desire to be, because it's really difficult to get. And I hear this every single day whenever I'm in the office here, not doing my bodywork clients, not so much, is that we're all wanting for something different, but we're so much afraid, we're so much hesitant to share that with other people due to the natural inclination of people to kind of keep you in the same place, not hold you down, not in a negative aspect, but just to kind of keep you in the same place so that their world can be more stable. I work a lot of therapy with people just being authentically themselves. So I wanted to do a 5-card spread, and I'm going to lay it out here. I'm not going to tilt the camera, but I'll tell you how I laid it out. And I thought it was just fantastic to just add clarity of how I can best help other people be themselves whenever they want to desire that change, whenever they want to take steps forward, but they're scared to do it. They're scared to be by themselves. I can remember this feeling of being in the presence of people that just were so completely happy and proud of just as weird as they were. And that's whenever I first moved to Los Angeles. I came over because I was doing some independent films, being an actor in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I came here and I got into a workshop where there was just an influx of very well-known actors coming in and out all the time. You'd work with some, you'd see some other people work, and they were all the really successful ones, the really happy ones, the really, I'm just going to say, self-actualized people that were doing Hollywood at that time. They just somehow had this air of embracing their own self. And in a lot of cases, it was their own weirdness. And it was just so cool to see people that you've been watching for me growing up, and then coming in and watching them come in dressed in a certain way, looking a certain way, talking in a certain pattern, driving certain things. And just because that's who I felt that they felt, that's who they really were. And I think that's really what we all want to be able to feel in our lives, is just like we are our authentic selves. It's very difficult to do that as a kid growing up because there's so many rules you got to come by. I said in an earlier video, just adults are just grown up children. And if you're a child and you're like, no, that's, people don't wear our hair like that, and you don't really do your living like that. If you're growing up and you hear those things, there's this permission that we need to be able to just say, this is who I want to be. So I came up with these 5 cards, and I'm going to share my results with you, but I'm going to walk you through the card positions to just help clarify who you desire to be, and then we're going to tie it together with like some sort of overall take-home message about almost kind of making like a motto of it, sort of like a mission statement from this thing. Okay, so here we go. The first 2 positions, those 2 cards are going to be melded together, and that's just basically the current situation. I kind of did this for me, but like I said, there are themes. Sometimes it's relationship themes in my business. Sometimes it's one particular interpersonal relationship. And so this current theme that's been going on for maybe 3 weeks is this, okay? About becoming your authentic self and giving yourself permission. And there it is. The current situation takes 2. We're going to meld those 2 cards together. I got the Star reversed and the 8 of Cups reversed, and I'm using the Japaritsi Tarot. You guys all know what these cards are, but I'll show you anyway. They came up like this. When I meld this together, it's like that feeling of being stuck. The Star reversed, obviously, and then this not going anywhere with the I don't know, maybe you guys do want to see the cards. I don't know. I'm kind of I'm really more about the message than the actual cards. But this star there, and then this Eight of Cups, or the Eight of Tides, as this is called. It's about feeling stuck. It's about being restricted. It's like not being able to move on whenever your life is calling for you to be more, or calling you to walk into the change that yourself is becoming. That's the current situation position. There are actually two positions, okay? Then we got another card. It's called What I Hope For to Give Myself Permission to Change. I got the Seven of Wands on this. I got the Seven of Swords for this. There's something new coming. There's some sort of cleverness going on. There's not really sneakiness. It's kind of out in the open, but there's a new way to look at something. There's a 7, so it's a victory, it's success. This is something that's wanted. I thought that was very appropriate. We're going to tie that in a little bit later. The next position is how the outcome will look when I get there. I'm going to say that again because that card position is exceptionally important. How the outcome will look when I get there. And that's a very important wording on this, because this isn't some sort of fortune telling thing. I don't really do the fortune telling tarot thing. Whenever you have an intention, that is a set reality that you're either making yourself way towards it or you're not. Whenever you state it that way, which I think is so important, guys, in a therapy office, in your real life, whatever kind of tarot practice you have going on, how the outcome will look when I get there. That is the inferred suggestion that it is coming, or you're making your way to it. That's a fantastic High Priestess came up, and I thought this is going to be magnificent, and it already kind of gave me that overview of the motto of this spread whenever I saw the High Priestess. Fully engaged in the outer world, the world of black and white, fully engaged in paying attention to what's behind the veil. The imagery in there, you could probably get 10 more things to make this video an extra hour long, but we're just going to leave it that this is how the outcome will look when I get there, when anyone is going to get to where they want to be by following this change that they're feeling about making a personal change, a career change, a life change, any sort of change. That's how it's going to look when you get there. High Priestess. I couldn't believe when that card came up. And then the final card gets actually crossed between what I hope for. It's going to be crossed. So you know me with the Post-it notes, guys. I got the damn Post-it notes flying all over the place. I just love them so much. The fifth card crosses, and that is, how do I get there? And that is the Three of Tides. That is the Three of Cups. And here there's horses. Normally we see the maidens, with the cheers or the chalices and everything like that. And how do I get there, I think, is the most beautiful message at all. How do I get from taking this new idea of myself, of where I want to go, into the realization that whenever I step into that reality, I'm fully engaged in my spiritual self, fully engaged in my personal 3D self. This is absolutely right there. How do I get there? Is just celebrating that which calls me, celebrating who I am, understanding that whenever you change on the inside, that is you that is calling you forward. So whenever you welcome these changes, this is why I love people that once you see them, they're into something totally brand new. The next time you see them, they're into something totally different, brand new. They've changed their look. They've changed their style. Not because they're bored with it, but because they feel themselves evolving. And I love that. I hope you do this. I'll write out these little positions here, but just remember that first one with the current position, I think it's just as better with two cards. I just love the idea of melding them together. It forms a more clear picture. And in this case, it happened to work out really well from just feeling stuck. The overall motto of this particular thing, and I wish there was a better word that I could use with that other than overall motto, is be yourself to help others be themselves. I absolutely love that. All right. Whenever people were graduating hypnotherapy college after their internships, they were all sort of falling into little boxes. And I found myself, how do I fall? What box am I going to fall into? Am I going to be doing the fears and phobia thing, this type of thing, the PTSD type of thing, like all these different things? I knew that I loved tarot so much. I knew that I loved my spiritual pursuits so much. Tying all that together and working with the subconscious is where I wanted to go. I don't know anybody else doing it. It just felt like it was truly me. And it was the hardest thing to do, was to step into that, to just say, this is who I am. I'm that thing that you can't really define what happens in this office, but whenever you lay out cards and you combined neurolinguistic programming, it just all comes together beautifully, and it's creating a wonderful career for myself and a passion above all my other things that I enjoy doing. So I wanted to share that tag with you. Again, it's called Who I Desire to Be. 5 positions. Watch this video again, look below for the descriptions, and then come up with like an overall message. And I'm willing to bet that they're all going to be under some sort of be yourself so that you can help others be themselves. All right? I wish that for you. I wish that for everyone in your life. And I hope that you always feel the support to help you change that you think that you need, even though you don't need anybody's help or support. You can do it. I know this. I see it every single day. All right? Have a most wonderful day. I'm glad you watched this video. I'm going to try to watch anyone who wants to participate in this tag, Who I Desire to Be, and I'll see you in the comments below. Bye.